Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across all platforms to Menji Speaks.
Menji speaks, and then he speaks and speaks and speaks and speaks some more.
Now, we have just made the long and arduous 3-hour journey from Orange County to come out here to what is basically known as Slab City, California. If you've never heard of Slab City before, it's basically a commune that is outside of the justified borders of California, but still within it. So this is known as the town with no rules, basically. People come out here to get off the grid, to escape the system, get away from the man. And as you can see, it's basically the middle of nowhere. And as it's a place with no rules and no supervision, it's kind of been, at least from my interpretation, kind of turned into a bit of a hippie commune, if you will. But I'm not sure if that's exactly the case, because as you're about to see, the people here are actually fairly religious. And as far as my understanding of hippies, they're usually pretty atheist, so this is interesting. So, we've come to Salvation Mountain, very famous landmark out here in Slab City, very famous for its artistic creations, but most importantly, most famously famous for Salvation Mountain. Welcome to Salvation Mountain. As you can hear, this place is littered with Pokemon. Now, as this place was fairly impromptu, I was not planning on coming out here really ever in my time. This was the idea of some guests of ours who are staying in our house. I have come here unprepared, under-researched, and completely ignorant. So I really don't know what to expect. But here it is. This is pretty much all I'd known from just researching it on Google real quick. Salvation Mountain, you can see all the rocks and the sand and everything here has been painted over in this giant natural mural celebrating the Christian faith. And people come here from all around the world to climb atop the Salvation Mountain. So as you can see, because this is an art set up in the middle of God's country, at times nature will come and take part of it back, and so repairs must be made. So this is a part of Salvation Mountain that is cut off from the public for now until repairs can be made to bring it back to its former glory. Just make sure you stay on the yellow brick road, please. Alright, so within this strange windowed mountain part, looks like there's a creepy cave that we can explore. Love is universal. Alright, freaky cave tour. Stay on the yellow brick road. It's a low ceiling, so I gotta make sure to watch my head in here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a root system. This is a root system of trees. Hard to tell. Some of this definitely looks constructed. Stay off the hay bales and stay off the hill. So just stay on the yellow, guys. A hay bale. Oh, see, I think this is all these steps here. These are all made out of hay bales that have been painted over. Look at this. This is all just made out of hay bales on top of a tree, and lots of paint. Creepy cave wasn't as creepy as I thought it was gonna be. Is that just lots of found art, folk art? This is all just handmade, very handmade feel to it. Don't walk under the ladder, whatever you do. Bad luck. And no climbing, please. The climbing lamp is out.
My second
And as we
part-
return to civilization, we find yet more cave paintings.
Hey,
And
look
more.
it.
Yeah.
That. You dare
Oh,
to enter
this one won a
here?
trophy. You can see here
Now
families
you
have
dare
left
to enter a different
mementos
place.
of those past.
A freaky place.
I
The
suppose
place
in
of
hopes that they
history.
can find the same peace and solace that this place has left them.
Now you dare to enter.
And once again, we can see here parts of the display that are cut off due to the ravages of nature. But that's the price
Okay, let me go climb the
when
mountain.
one wants to make a natural monument. Just tons and tons of paint cans.
Look at the size of how many paint buckets there are.
You can see many Menjis are also a fan of Justin's garden, so. Not just the mountains that are painted over artistically in reverence to God, but the vehicles as well. Some act as a way of spreading the message. Others, more practical uses. The boat washed ashore here many years ago. Crew was never heard from again. Yes, everything from trucks to scooters and even farming equipment, adorned with a love for the Creator. Look at this one. Looks like an old German cottage, like something straight out of Hansel and Gretel. Hansel? 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 So I've just been informed that this entire thing took about 30 years to complete. It was all created by one person working off of their own time, their own money, and donations given to them by other people, donations of money, donations of paint. When people talk about it, actually, yeah, you can tell from up here just how populated Slab City really is. Just RVs and campers as far as the eye can see. Now, if you are like me and you have an unnecessary fear of falling, this is not the place for you. It's not the place for me, but if I stay on the yellow brick road, everything should be fine. It's all fine here. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, wait, we're almost at the top. Almost at the top. And here it is. The top. The top. The top of the mountain. I made it.
There he is.
People come out here for inspiration, they come out here for the art, they come out here for wedding pictures. Now while Salvation Army, I did it. I did it on camera.
Salvation Mountain.
While Salvation Mountain is riddled with majesty and art, it's also riddled with giant killer black bees,
Intelligent.
and I hate them. Like I said, here they are, they're following me. They don't like us very much.
Oh my god!
This was their land first, and they want it back. Okay, I'm now gonna descend from Salvation Mountain because it's not saving me from the bees. I seek no salvation from the black bees. So we just found out the name of the man who created all this, Mr. Leonard Knight. Began in the late 80s and worked 30 years, starting from a real small monument to the beast that you see before you today. No, I didn't buy a drone camera. This is just a mini mock-up of Salvation Mountain. And here we see a dedication to Mr. Leonard Knight. This plaque was placed in cooperation with Salvation Mountain Incorporated and the generosity of many. Dedicated April 23rd, 2016, so fairly recently. There you go. The man himself built this with his own hands and artistic prowess. Well, I think we've pretty much seen all that there is to see here at Salvation Mountain. The terrain is rugged, but I'd say it's worth a trip, especially if you want to see something as amazing as this. See some more of the back roads of California. But this trip is not over yet, so let's head out. You know what Sublime says about 29 Palms? I won't repeat it here. We've driven the long, windy, and windy road to here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across all platforms to the land that sold 1 million postcards. Joshua Tree National Forest, National Park? Joshua Tree National Park, California. The second stop on our impromptu tour to the Inland Empire has brought us to this half majestic state park in the desert. I don't know what we're gonna find here. Could be interesting plant life, wild animals, or just majestic scenery.
It's just rattlesnakes.
Or rattlesnakes.
Why does it have to be snakes?
Why? Why did it have to be snakes? Depending on your viewpoint, this is either the entrance or the exit of the American Southwest. You can see we are still in California, but it definitely looks a lot like Arizona. I actually lived in Arizona for about half a year, so I'm really used to this kind of landscape. A lot of people don't know that. So this is very familiar to me. It is cold though, cold and windy. I wish I put my jacket on. Out here, aside from the one highway that basically cuts through the park, it's not hard to imagine a lone cowboy riding his horse on down the trail, right past all these rock formations here. Reminds me a lot of Red Dead Redemption, actually. I'm getting some real deep Red Dead Redemption memories coming back now. Marston, get back here, Marston! Here you got wee little cactuses growing. And you can even get up close and personal with the famous Joshua trees themselves. Are the Joshua trees a singular hive mind? Some research must be done. I'm actually not sure. I gotta say one thing already that I like way better about Joshua Tree than Salvation Mountain. No giant black bees following me around. If it wasn't for the RVs and the tour buses, this place would just seem like completely untouched by man. So there is all kinds of beauty in the world. This is a national park. It's not what everybody would think of as a national park, but this too is a national park and it should be protected as such. Just because it's not full of trees, vines, and deer doesn't mean it shouldn't be protected. This place has its own sort of beauty, a surreal, rugged beauty, a slight living on the edge of danger beauty. Everything here is just out to survive as best it can. If survival of the fittest was ever true, it couldn't be more true than here. Shohei says that there's a creepy crawly inside here somewhere. Is it a snake? Is it a lizard? Is it a bird?
It's a salamander. Salamander.
We've had our first animal encounter. A lizard. I don't know what species, because I don't know anything. This is cool looking, man. So you can see a lot of the like mountainous formations here, actually just big piles of rocks, basically. You would think somebody came out here and just like threw their debris. Like maybe this is where Acme gets all their boulders from. But no, the mountains are just naturally formed this way out of tons and tons and tons of boulders, basically, stacked on top of each other.
We've now entered rattlesnake country. We must be cautious.
You know, we're out here in the desert. It just occurred to me that we haven't done the desert tradition yet. Kids?
Watch out for snakes.
Nailed it. Rattlesnakes are like a car crash. Nobody really wants to see one, and yet the curiosity has just gotten the best of them. Like they want to see one, but they don't want to see one. Any snakes in here? Snakey!
Under the rock.
Here, snakey, snakey!
It is dangerous.
Okay. Calling snakey, snakey? Your uncle thought the same thing. Snaky, snaky is dangerous. You don't ever want to play the game snaky, snaky. So come get you. Ow! So many prickly, pointy things here.
Dude,
I'm turned into a human pincushion.
Whoa, she's a beaut. Look at that. Prickly little purple, majestic eye.
Everything in this rough and rugged environment was designed specifically to protect itself from all sorts of predators and things that may eat it. I don't think anyone's coming to get us now, boys. We's on our own. Guys, all right, we're lost. These cattle need to get moved on to the next farm. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm Billy Crystal, you're the other guy, and you're the John Lovitz guy before it was John Lovitz, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
So what do we do?
We gotta look for Curly's gold. His gold was in his hat. And now we gotta go find Curly's gold. He kept it in his hat, which means it was important. Gotta go find it. Here in this wild wilderness, we seek to find fame and fortune. What dangers lie ahead? What adventures may befall us? Whoa, whoa, guys, stop moving. Everybody stop moving. Ghastly desert. He's coming out, he's coming out. Don't move. Oh, look at this. Just like the great mass disturbance of 1912. No human being would stack rocks like this. I hope this doesn't mean the Blair Witch is nearby.
Dad, we got to grab it.
Hang on, guys, I think I found where the invisible swordsman is. Maybe he'll tell us the way to El Guapo's.
Cartoon.
He's around here somewhere.
Shadows on the trail. Little cowboy, close your eyes.
Well, look at what we found here.
Little tiny tortoise.
A desert tortoise.
Skirts.
When I think about turtles and tortoises, I usually think of the ocean, but they live in the desert.
Two.
Gosh, he's so small you could accidentally step on him. Look at
He has a
Look
shell.
at how, compare his size to the mini Menji's foot there. That's a mini Menji. Look at how tiny he is.
The oldest one.
If you're not careful, you could step on him. Now, don't move. Don't move. Let's see if he comes out.
He is coming through.
Let's see if he pokes his little head out. Nope. He decided that is a treacherous journey. I do not want to go there. Good survival instincts, little tortoise. Good survival
smart.
instincts.
He's
Let's see how well I can maneuver these treacherous boulders while filming. If I never see you again, it's been a fun ride. I can't afford any more cameras. Okay, so look at this. This is not my bag. Not my cup of tea. But everybody's going that way. So now I have to go this way. I don't like this.
I really don't like this. Oh my god. Professional. I'm a professional. I made it. Made it to the top of the mountain.
A wonderful vantage point of the whole frontier from here.
Well, I think that's enough from Joshua Tree National Park, but there's one more stop on our impromptu trip to the Inland Empire.
Welcome to Windmill Park.
Now, just slightly off the beaten path of this very, very windy highway sits what seems to be just a nondescript Burger King. If I can get into shot, I'm a professional at this. There it is, nondescript Burger King. But this is actually sitting on a very famous movie site for kids of the 80s, such as myself. It may not look familiar now, as this Burger King did not exist at that time, but perhaps this sign behind me may look a little more familiar. Looking familiar yet? That's right. If you're a fan of movies from the 90s, such as Fred Savage's The Wizard, or more importantly, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, that's right, we're here at the Cabazon Dinosaurs. This place is, of course, very well known for being the Pee-wee dinosaurs, as everybody calls it, but the two dinosaurs have actually been split and are now known as Mr. Rex's Dinosaur Adventure and Denny's Gift Shop. Denny or Diney? Is it Denny or Diney? Being the Brontosaurus here, you can actually enter, and Mr. Rex. Discover them on their social medias. So since we're here at Denny, let's go check out Denny's let's go check out Denny's little gift shop here. One of the mini Menjis ran in anyways. A little bit of Knott's history way down here by Palm Springs. Claude Bell, who helped Walter Knott build his famous ghost town, also designed these dinosaurs. Here we have a mini replica of Diney or Denny. Just some other dinosaurs. This is cool. Remember, we're inside of a dinosaur right now. How cool is this? Dinosaur gift shop. I've heard of Jonah and the whale, but what about Menji and the Brontosaurus? Amazing. We're inside of a dinosaur, honey. We're inside of a dinosaur. Dinosaurs. Look at Denny with the backdrop of the mountains behind it. Isn't she majestic? Now, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to film here today. We're just stopping by on our way home from our trip, but we thought we at least want to see them for ourselves. I've never been here before myself. Kids have never been here. They've seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure as well. And I, of course, remember this place from my childhood, but there's a lot more to do here. So Mr. Rex, over here, he actually costs an extra ticket to get inside it. But I think you can go all the way up to the top for a nominal fee, which normally I would pay. And I think we are going to be going on another trip next month, and we're going to be passing through here again, so we'll probably actually make plans to stop here longer, go inside of Mr. Rex. And then also, Mr. Rex also has a dinosaur adventure. If there was ever a California attraction, this is it. The dinosaurs. It's amazing. I'm living a dream right now. A childhood dream come true. This is cool though. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this impromptu trip to the Inland Empire. Thank you for joining me. Au revoir, Pee-wee. Au revoir. I'm glad I was able to make this video. video. I had no idea this was going to happen, but it happened anyways. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Also like it, share it with your friends, do all that kind of stuff. Whatever it is. If you want to support me further, you can buy some original threads designed by me over at shop.spreadshirt.com/AnnaMenji. In fact, you can find me all over the interwebs as Anna Menji. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. I even stream on Twitch every now and then, so you can find me there. And I think that's it. Until next time, see you later, dinosaur. Is that how that goes?
I think so.
What?
I think so.
You think so? Say goodbye from Kuma-chan, also known as Roman. Bye-bye. Can Kuma-chan say keep on running and jumping?
Keep on running and jumping.
Keep on running and jumping.
Behind the scenes.
I don't know what this bee's problem is, but I'm gonna make him pay. Anywho, this is my first time here, so it's gonna be your first time too. And not this bee's first time though. Oh my goodness. Go away, bee.